And so today we need to talk about how devs would rug you for like $5 or $10. That little they would dump on the chart, and this is happening very, very often. So it is important that you start using filters, that you start understanding which coins are worth investing into. Not only do you have to get rid of 99% of the trash that you see in the trenches, because there are so many bad devs out there, very lazy devs, that's how I would label them. But also, once you filter all that out, then you have to find the right coin, you have to get in at the right time. There's a lot of things that you need to learn and understand to do. But guess what, guys? If you are in the 1% of traders in terms of knowledge, experience, and all that, which you can actually build up because everything is so fresh and new, guys, you are gonna make so much money because all of this is very, very new. This is extremely PvP stuff. Meme coins have been around for a few years, I get it, but now the way they're traded, where everybody knows that the coin is pretty much gonna go down with all these launch pads available for devs to create them, you need to find coins that will at least last for a few hours, or at least 1 hour, so you can come in and come out. Now the devs, guys, extremely lazy. Like, the moment somebody gets some tools and starts gaining knowledge of how to create coins, they become extremely, extremely lazy, okay? And they just pretty much start vamping, they start replicating these coins, and they would take everything away from you for just like, $5 or $10. So, like, for example, you see a lot of the same coins coming out, John. Like, these are scams, 100%. Okay, look at this. It'll just go down straight away. It will not wait for you. The dev will sell, and it will sell on just one person going in. And the reason why they do it is because they can just do it a lot of times per day until they accumulate a certain amount of money. Now, to me, it's kind of like a bit stupid, because what they could potentially do is learn how to create good, big coins, because they could make so much more money, right? Also, the traders will make money. Of course, there will be exit liquidity that won't make money, but at least they will gain more knowledge. But guess what? A lot of people out there, they're like, oh, I want to become a dev. And then they, get one tool and they sit there all day trying to scam someone out of $5 or $10. And it's just the reality of things, okay? I mean, it's very sad that this stuff happens, but it's just the way it is. So it's very easy to spot them, to see them, okay? So I'm just going to be clicking around, okay, and trying to find them, and you will see them yourselves. Guys, low fees, okay, high market cap, pretty much waiting to rug you. Simple as that. It's very sad, but it's just the way it is. So you need to be extremely careful. Understand that, your filters are extremely important. This is also helping you develop the knowledge. And if I was you, I would be joining my groups where I teach people. I show you guys all free stuff, very easy. Sign up under my Axiom link and start, bit by bit, building up yourself to get to that 1%. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in a week. Probably won't even happen in a month. But it'll take time, and slowly it'll just become a way more enjoyable journey, getting to that top level where making money is going to be so much simple. Okay, it's going to be simpler, easier, more enjoyable. There's many things that will be happening, which, is going to give you that joy. But now, guys, you need to just kind of understand that just because there are scams and rugs and all that, it doesn't mean that you cannot make money. This is my personal opinion. I'm just making a video just to talk about it. That's it. Okay? Just to kind of show you, make you understand, which I think is extremely important. There will be good charts, undoubtedly. We click around, there will be some nice charts where you can get in, get out. But there will also be these typical charts that are just, complete trash. Like, for example, this one. Look at this. In front of us. Look how it's being sold. Boom. Boom. Dev sold. It's going to literally get rugged. Live. Me recording this. Okay. Ooh, we saw some green candles. But at the same time, you need to understand. Okay. There's just charts which are highly bundled. Some devs are really, really bad. Let me just find you a coin which I think is like a complete scam. Okay, one that obviously would get rugged straight away. Okay, like for example, something like this. I mean, this just looks weird. Okay, massive, massive. Look at this. How can it be at 300k market cap with that many fees? Guess what? This is done by the bots. This is done by the dev with all the wallets and so on. And all he's waiting right now is for some people to go in, or maybe someone to invest a massive amount, and that's it. And it will drop, ladies and gentlemen. You know, massively. Look at this. If you manually look at it, everything is an insider, bundler. Look at this. All the tokens have been sent. 0% bought, 0% sold. Look at this pattern. That's a lazy dev. But that's a dev that is willing to do this for a couple of bucks. And he'll do it again and again and again because they have the tools. They can literally, you know, produce lots and lots of coins, and eventually they accumulate. Is it good practice? I don't think so. I think, you know, if the devs spent more time learning and understanding how to build decent coins, they would make so much more money in the long run. It would be insane. You know, and they'd save themselves a lot of time. But guess what? They'd rather sit here and bots and, you know, create all this trash for a few dollars. That's it, guys. Let me know what you think about it. Let's talk. Let's discuss. Really interesting stuff. As I said, you know, join my groups. Guys, I'm going to show you all the different tactics, strategies, how to actually make money, how to spot good coins. So thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.